Downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down. Tate nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Looking to throw. Tate. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Alert three. Alert three. 51 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. 51 Mike. Mike 51. Let's go. Switch.
From the gun. Open man is Gordon, complete. A gain of...
Well, we always hear about the connections. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
21.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down. So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up,
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
53, Mike 53. Too little,
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Stafford now Already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stafford. Complete to Jones. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check, ready. Number 53. Mike 53.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double dog. That's the way.
Back to throw. Tate. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 85.
Off play action. Tate. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Tate. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Looking to throw. Tate gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Tate. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Tate. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on first down. Tate. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Ready? Mike 51.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back, back, back. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Tate. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm coming after you. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
On 3rd down, Tate. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You ain't going nowhere. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, 22.
From the gun, Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Tate, he's going to launch this thing way down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! Adam Shaheen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
32! Hey! 44, come on! Here we go, here we go!
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Jones has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Stafford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
On first down, Tate going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Stafford here. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Complete. It's Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Stafford now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Stafford, he completes it to Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On second and goal, Stafford, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's third and goal. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Throwing is Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Prater's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Tate. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
51 to Mike. 51 51. You're not ready. You're not ready. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Looking to throw. Tate. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Tate. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Tate. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Check 53. You go night.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Stafford looks to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Pick it up,
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Go, go, go. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Shoot. Watch the screen.
To throw on 3rd down. Tate. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I'm here all day.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 53.
Now Stafford. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 12 more yards there and another first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, Chicago.
Back to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53's Mike.
From the gun, Tate. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
59!
He's back to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
51, Mike 51. There we go, here we go. Mike 51.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. We got to get the ball right here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it. But bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Lions, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.